Here's a introduction to Ubuntu Linux. This is from the free PDF file. This is part 1. It's the beginner's guide to Ubuntu Linux. Linux itself applies an alternative philosophy to computing that revolves around the sharing of not only software but also knowledge. To use Linux is to become part of a huge global community of people who have caught on to a phenomena that is changing the world. Ubuntu Linux is a version or a distribution which is the natural continuation of these goals. It's a project founded by entrepreneur businessman Mark Shuttleworth with the intention of bringing a freely available, high-quality operating system to the world. To this end, Shuttleworth invested $10 million of his own money to guarantee that this will be the case for many years to come. In 2009, the project has moved closer to becoming self-sustaining as Ubuntu becomes part of the mainstream for desktop, netbook, mobile, and server users. The fundamental concept is that Ubuntu is available for use by anyone in the world, no matter who they are or where they are. As such, many different languages are supported, and the operating system can also be accessed by those with disabilities, such as partial sight or hearing. Ubuntu might just as easily be found on a Wall Street banker's laptop as on a battered old computer in a Brazilian favela. Ubuntu is built around one of the most established versions of Linux, which is Debian. Their website is debian.org. The Debian project was started back in 1993, shortly after the very first version of Linux software was released, and has become one of the pioneering varieties of Linux. Ubuntu and Debian Linux both share common goals and are closely allied, but Ubuntu focuses largely on the desktop. For example, it provides a powerful Office suite by default, as well as some excellent pieces of internet software. It is only recently that a dedicated server version has become available. It's also very easy to use. Ubuntu works straight out of the box as soon as it's installed. You should be ready to start using it without any further work. In addition, tasks such as updating your software are as easy, and in most cases easier, under Ubuntu as they are under Windows. Above all, however, Ubuntu is designed to be shared. You can take the DVD-ROM included with this book and install Ubuntu on many computers as many as you want. You can also copy it as many times as you want and give those copies to your friends. This is serious. This isn't some kind of trick either. Ubuntu isn't a trial version that will quit running in a month. You will never find yourself having to pay a fee further down the line, even if you want to install additional software. Ubuntu and much of the software that runs on top of it will always be free of charge. Since its inception in 2004, Ubuntu has literally taken the world of Linux by storm and has even broken out of the technically demanding world of open source software. It's consistently voted the most popular desktop Linux and has even garnered a handful of celebrity users along the way, like Jamie Hyneman of the popular TV show Mythbusters is a fan, and as is novelist blogger Cory Doctorow. Within some internet communities such as dig.com and Reddit, you'll struggle to find individuals who don't use Ubuntu. Ubuntu's popularity has risen as the software appears on desktop and laptop computers from the likes of Dell and HP, and it's finding its way into many users' hands through netbooks. Okay, that's the end of our intro to Linux Ubuntu. Stay tuned for the next segment. We'll get into what all is in this book. See you next time.